Hello everyone and welcome to my daily report market analysis videos on Friday the 26th of July with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec. We've got a fairly little bit of a dollar strength coming through today, but there was a fairly decent rise on the dollar yesterday, despite the fact that we had that ECB interesting disappointment actually that the ECB didn't really seem as though it had all its ducks in order for the easing measures to come through. So subsequently the market sort of turned a little bit in favour of the euro, a little bit of short covering on the euro, but that move whereby we saw bond yields rising actually was met with similar moves actually on treasury yields, where treasury yields rebounded as well, because we also at the same time had durable goods orders for the States come out really strongly, and markets were, or traders were questioning again how dovish the Fed's going to now be. So we've seen the dollar, which has regained a little bit of strength, and that strength has continued today. That rally that we saw in the euro, which hit around 11.80, has just dropped back around about 50 pips from those highs yesterday. We see sterling still under pressure. We see dollar yen up through 108.50. And interestingly, we saw the gold price coming back. Now, that gold price has started to stabilise a little bit today, and the market is fairly steady. But what we also saw yesterday was the equity markets, which fell back into the close. We saw Wall Street under a little bit of pressure. We saw the DAX sharply lower, although that has formed a basis of support as US futures have ticked a little bit higher today. So a little bit of steadying on these markets, and it'll be interesting to see how the euro responds in the coming days. But I'm still, or we're still of the opinion that I think euro strength is still a chance to sell, because I think the ECB will be pushing ahead with its easing in due course. Now, in terms of data points today, that durable goods number, strength for June, for the month of June, really does put into sharp focus what the market is looking out for with regards to the advanced GDP number for the States today. 1.8% is the expectation, and for Q2, and the markets will certainly be looking out for that to provide a bit of volatility this afternoon at 1:30. So watch out for that. So in terms of my chart today is euro yen, where we saw a sharp rebound on euro yen yesterday. Actually, that's a bullish engulfing candlestick. You could call it a bullish key one-day reversal if you're looking at a bar chart. But the response now today is key. Can the euro bulls continue to push on? Now, it doesn't look as though that is the case. Certainly not against the euro dollar, and also not against the yen either. Now, I've said in my morning report that the overhead supply band of resistance between 120.75 to 121.30, these old lows all throughout June into July, the overhead supply, and that is pretty much where we saw the resistance coming in yesterday, and the market's fallen back again today. Now we've got a little bit of a downtrend coming in to play as well inside that resistance zone, and it just seems as though that the momentum rally that we saw from that euro has already dissipated, and it's starting to drift off again, and you can see the momentum indicators coming lower on the hourly chart. And effectively, if you look at the daily chart momentum indicators as well, they are still negatively configured. A little bit of a tick higher on that move yesterday, but to be honest, I think you'd still be looking to sell into strength, and the overhead supply of 120.75 to 121.30 is key now. So a move back underneath 120.75, I think, really does put into focus the fact that the market is failing in that recovery, falling over once more, and that would be the trigger signal, I think, for renewed selling pressure back towards 120 and ultimately below, because I think that the yen remains a key outperformer, certainly against the euro. So what we see at the moment is the market just drifting a little bit over, and can it now start to find a basis of resistance once more, and the euro gets selling into strength as the outlook once more. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading. Click here to subscribe to my videos, and also you can go to our website where you can join our trading webinars. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you later.